Hey, welcome to episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Look who we got joining us all the way from Denmark, Peter, the master of hoppets. How you doing, man?
Very good, man. How are you?
Good, good. I remember when we used to do this all the time back in the day.
Yeah, we did a lot of Skype things, and not just beer, also comics.
Yeah. We could do that again. There's nothing stopping us, you know.
That's true. That was fun.
So this is a beer we've both reviewed before, but it's such a special beer. I thought it should be one of the last ones that I do a formal video review of. This is a Trappistes Rochefort 8. I used the 10 as my example for the 2016 Belgian dark strong ale style, better known as a quad. Oh, you got the Westy goblet there. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I got the Spiegel as well. This is a Spiegel sniffer, or whatever you want to call it. So. I'm going to just get started, so let's talk about aroma.
Yeah, let's do it.
I get a little bit of alcohol.
I put mine in the fridge for a bit. Actually, ever since I got home, I forgot to take it out early, so mine is quite cold. I'm getting lots of figs and candied sugar.
Yeah, I'm getting the classic, the dark fruitiness. There's definitely... It's a little sweet, but it's not, like, too sweet.
No, this is so nostalgic. I haven't drank this beer in years, literally. It is so weird to go back to this, but also really fun. And then also sitting with you as well, reviewing online on Skype. That's also quite a big part of it. And there's a lot of yeast esters going on in this bad boy. Tons of clove, especially for me, and white pepper or something like that.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of clove, a little bit of peppercorn, and a little bit of alcohol. To me, it smells really good. It's not like quite as amazing as it might have been, but you know. As far as for style, I mean, it's right on point. As far as score for aroma, I could kind of go 10 or 11 out of 12 on this. I'm going to say 10. Maybe I'll come back.
I'd agree with a 10 or a 9 or a 10 on the aroma.
Appearance, classic. I'm not sure if this is picking up on camera. It might look, black, but it's really more of like a deep burgundy. It's a little cloudy.
Yeah. It is definitely burgundy in color and cloudy with a little bit of yeast chunks in mine. Very effervescent carbonation to it as well. But it looks a whole lot darker on camera. It looks like really, really dark. And
I think I'm going to go 2 out of 3 on appearance because it's a little cloudy and the head didn't stick around. But
yeah, it's definitely not a 1, but it's also not a 3, so I agree on the 2.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it sticking to the glass like this, you know.
Yeah, for sure. When you twist the glass to the sides, it looks like it's going to leave some great lacing in there.
I might bump that back up to a 3. Are you ready to dig in here?
Yep, let's try it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
That is such a great classical beer style and great classic.
Yeah. Mine's like, I think mine's a little old, so mine's like really phenolic. I'm getting a tiny little bit of Band-Aid on here.
I'm actually not getting Band-Aid, but I'm getting phenolics in terms of like a spiciness. Not all the way in Band-Aid, but I feel like it's actually quite phenolic compared to what I remember. I think I remember it as being a bit more fruity. But it's got pink caramel flavor still, and also definitely like the dark fruit is there.
Yeah, I'm getting the spicy, like what we said with the nose, like peppercorn. I definitely taste like a peppercorn. Not so much clove, but then like the fruit basket of like, it's like fruity sweet flavor from the Belgian candy syrup.
Yeah, and yeast. Like there's definitely some sweet ester profile. That kind of dark fruity, that red apple flavor, and then it's just wrapped around with all that candy sugar syrup flavor, making it this kind of like dried, candied fruitiness, which is quite nice. And it has some warmth going down, alcohol warmth. I wouldn't say it's boozy on the flavor. Mine is, again, still a little bit chilled, but it's drinking rather nicely.
Yeah, it's funny because it probably sounds like we're contradicting ourselves by saying it's dry and sweet at the same time. Yeah. Because like it has like this sweet flavor initially, but then once it finishes, it kind of just like goes away like really quickly. I think the alcohol probably has a lot to do with that too.
Yeah, for sure.
9.3, which is pretty strong, but it's not ridiculous.
It's going to dry out a lot, of course, because they use all this candy sugar for both the alcohol but also flavor. So of course it's going to have a high degree of fermentation, so it's dried out a lot. But
what are you getting as far as like the actual base malt and like any hop character?
No hop character for me at all. But a hop character in these kind of beers are very restrained. But what you're getting is like a kind of sweet maltiness. I think they use some kind of pale malt for base, and then they definitely have some kind of caramel malts. Maybe some like Castle malt, Belgian caramel malts, or something like that. Cara 120 or something like that, because it has some of that kind of sweet caramel malt breadiness, but that could also come from the sugar syrup.
I think there might be like a little bit of spicy dry hops. I mean, the specs that they usually use Saz or 𝓕𝓮𝓮𝓻𝓲𝓷 or
that's about right.
English type. So I mean, yeah, like again, not like super like hoppy, but there's enough bitterness in there for balance. Plus the alcohol accounts for a lot of that as well. As far as score for flavor, it's the same thing with everything else. It's like I like it, but I'm not like amazingly impressed by it. I just think it hasn't really been handled well. So I'm thinking, I mean, as far as specs go, we should just give this whole thing a 50 and call it a day. As far as this particular bottle goes, I'm going to say 16.
16 out of 20?
Yeah, 16 out of 20.
Yeah.
Just on flavor.
I think I'll go 17 on mine, because I actually really enjoyed this bottle here. But mine is also a bit younger, so that might be... And it's not traveled as far.
How would you describe the mouthfeel?
It's fizzy, and like it's fizzy, it's a little bit thin, it's very dry, but it has still a little bit of heft to it. Like there's a little bit of like slight creaminess to it, but then it dries out quite quickly.
Yeah.
After that.
I'd probably put it at about medium body and high to very high carbonation. That's what the specs say. High carbonation, but not sharp. Smooth, but noticeable alcohol warmth. I agree with that. Body can range from medium light to medium full and creamy, which you said. Most are medium body. Yeah, I agree. It's very, very smooth. The alcohol is there. It's not hot. It's fairly gentle. Drinkability is pretty nice. It's not perfect. I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 on mouthfeel.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll say 5 out of 5. I think this is perfect mouthfeel for me for this type of beer, like Belgian. It's like it's drying out. It has still a decent mouthfeel and that high carbonation that you want from the style. So for me, it kind of hits all marks.
Yeah. Overall impression, I could kind of go 8 or 9 on this one. I think I'll say, out of 10 overall.
I'd say 8 out of 10, and the 9 out of 10 for me would be probably like their 10, Rochefort 10.
Yeah.
I like that a bit more than this.
I'd probably give that one a perfect 10 if the bottle's handled right. But yeah, I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 for overall. So that's a total score of 40 out of 50 for me, which that is like a high 8. Like I think it's just like, first of all, the 10 is a better beer, but there's nothing wrong with this. It's just
it still
hasn't aged well. How would you score this on your system?
I still do the 100 scale. For me, like, I'd say the 10 is probably like a 95, so this would be like a 92, 93 or something like that. Probably a 92.
Yeah.
It's like in the early 90s, very, very, very good classic example of the beer style. And I think Rochefort is one of my favorite Trappist breweries, if we're talking the kind of classic double, triple, whatever, quadruple Belgian strongs. They're one of my favorite, if not my favorite.
All right, so I guess we can wrap this up. So, like I said, I'm going to go 40 out of 50, 8 out of 10 for Rochefort 8. And Peter seems to be concurring with me, more or less.
92, I'd say, on my scale.
Yeah. All right, so thanks out there for watching. And I only have 10 video episodes left. And we got a couple other Skype guys on the sign-up sheet. So stick around, and maybe it'll be a surprise guest reviewer soon. So thanks, Peter, for joining me.
Cheers. Thanks for having me, man.
Yep, and we'll see you later. Cheers. How do you say it in Danish? Skål?
Skål.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.